Hello and welcome. Hopefully this is all set up right. The tripod is on a bit of a wonk. I don't know why. There we go, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. Hello Krieg, how are you doing? So I said I'd be back, and I'm back. And yeah, we're just gonna carry on building the Dreadnought, Saturnine Dreadnought, and then we're gonna crack on with some Terminators. I've had a think about what weapons and things I'm gonna go for. Hello Marcus, how are you doing? And yeah, I know what I'm gonna go for now. So yeah, let's carry on. I think we were at the stage of gluing these pipes on. I hope you're well. You've had a good rest of your evening, Saturday evening, and you're enjoying your weekend. Now, I will finish this Dreadnought in this stream, of course. But I'm kind of going to be streaming until two things happen. One, I get hungry, which I'm always hungry. Or two, it starts raining, because I've got some washing out, and yeah, I need to bring that in. It's due to rain in a couple of hours. I will hear it happen though from where I am, so yeah, it might not be a full 3 hours, because I've also got to edit a load of videos that I recorded yesterday for next week. Otherwise, no videos for next week. It's the thing, like if I was live streaming all the time, I wouldn't be able to get any videos done. It's just, that's how it works. I either live stream all the time, or I do a bit of both and make some content. But yeah, don't be shy. Put in the comments of this video what you're working on today, if you're hobbying at all. I always find it interesting what people are working on. It doesn't have to be Warhammer. It can be, you know, anything else. You might be playing a video game and just have me in the background, or you might be traveling, or, you know, you did fall asleep. You didn't fall asleep until 2 o'clock because of coffee. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, this is why I don't have coffee. I say Italian. I think it's kind of frowned upon in Italy if you have an espresso or coffee past 11 o'clock. And I've literally just had a coffee. So yeah, no more coffee for me. Tea is different though. Even though tea has more caffeine, I can quite happily have a cup of tea at like 3 o'clock, or, you know, I wouldn't normally have a cup of tea with my dinner or something. I mean, I know some people do, and that's fair enough. Or a cup of tea with your lunch. Yeah. Tea and coffee for me are definitely morning things. I don't normally have tea and coffee in the in the evening, really. I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, that's those pieces kind of complete. Where's my other thing that I need? Oh, You found difficult to assemble the box Mark II because of the legacy PDF. Because of the lack of legacy PDF. The lack of legacy PDF. I don't know. I don't understand that. Lack of legacy PDF. There's rules for Mark II. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, they're also hot on like breaking pasta and things, which is fair enough, I guess. The Contempt to Leviathan are crazy difficult to build. I just had some mushroom coffee and it's not... Oh, nice. That sounds good. That does sound good. So you think that the Contempt to Leviathans are difficult? If you think they're difficult to build, this is a cakewalk. Yeah, you won't have any issues with this at all. It goes together lovely. I've had a lot of fun, and because this is such a nice kit and it looks good, I'm actually okay with picking up a second one now. You know, I don't need a second one. I'm gonna wait quite a while before getting a second one. The weapons themselves for the, is it the Ophion, whatever it's called, they're not massively different than these weapons. They're just shorter range and potentially do more damage. But I don't know. There's just something about getting a Dreadnought closer to the enemy that yeah, troubles me. Unless it's got like a power fist or a siege drill. I mean, this Leviathan I don't mind, but like the Doredios and the Contemptors not too bad because they're quite quick, aren't they? But yeah, this without a fist or a close combat weapon, I'm a little bit apprehensive about getting it too close to things. You know, there's quite a few melters around, and then there's quite a few Contemptors. Like, put it this way, if I was against another opponent that had a Contemptor or a Leviathan or something, especially if it was in a drop pod, I would be, yeah, I probably would pick this version, the Chiron, the Bugatti Chiron of the Dreadnoughts, because then at least I'd be able to stay 24 inches away rather than having to come within 15 inches, which is what the that conversion beam weapon wants you to do. We've almost finished this, to be fair. We're very close. I just didn't want to rush it last night. I could have finished it last night and had a late one. But I wanted to, yeah, just take my time a little bit. We'll try and build 3 Saturnine Terminators. But if we don't manage it, we don't manage it. It's one of those things, isn't it? But yeah, thank you everyone that joined the live stream yesterday and you were asking questions and things like that. It's all good. Really prefer it. Oh, I see, Paramite. Thank you for, yeah. I wondered where you were going with that, because I thought, oh, hang on, Mark II, well, you just have them as troops, but I see what you mean now. Like, you probably want to use the Mark II for specific, like, Legion units. I get it now. Yeah, well played. Well said. The Last of Us. I'm gonna be a dad. Sorry. I just had to. I'm gonna be a dad. Oh yeah, mushroom coffee. Well, if you turn into a bloater, then yeah, we know why. We know the reasons. Sometimes I think some parts of the human race are attached with like a hive mind, especially when it comes with, you know, politics or religion or hype. You know, because something's popular or something's selling, like those Labubu dolls or whatever. I mean, yeah, sometimes I feel like people are attached that way together, um, like yeah, like a hive mind in a way. Right, let's put these cables and things on. Oh my god, I enjoy watching your videos. You've just pre-ordered the Grey Knights Battle Force and Combat Patrol. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you like that, that's fine. Not my cup of tea at the moment, but Marcus, you're selling your Horus Heresy, including the original Imperial Fist Praetor. What, the big one? The big Praetor, the OG in Terminator armor. He is huge. He's at least as big as this Praetor, isn't he? He is a big boy. Yeah. I don't know. You might get a good price for that OG one. You know, supply and demand and all that. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I should have tri-fitted this. It's really bizarre because these cables, they kind of look like they should go on the opposite way because it bends downwards. But no, give it a bit of patience and they do fit the way they say. Yeah, it is a nice mini. The rules aren't half bad too, and it's been lovely to build. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, would recommend. Right, let's. I'm ignoring putting him on the hips at the moment. I'm ignoring that. Yeah, I mean, this is the rear, so yeah, maybe I've messed this up. I don't know. Well, I think that goes in quite well. We'll run with it. Yeah, that vent, and then this vent. I sort of want to put these on first. Before I put the head in. Can these be magnetised? Oh, I thought they could just slip in then, but they can't. Yeah, we're getting almost at the point of no return with this model. So I might glue his feet onto the base. But he's very close to being complete. I don't want him just stood there like stoic, like the Dreadios. Yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. Hellbrutes are normally quite small though, aren't they? I mean, yeah, they're still, are they a bit bigger than the boxy Dreadnoughts? But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like some kind of bigger Hellbrute type warp infused war machine would be, yeah. Yeah. I like the Imperial Fist Praetor. Really, really cool. Yeah, you're right, Nordstrom. Yeah, you definitely would be cool to have another Chaos kit, Dreadnought kit. Maybe a like warp infused Contemptor. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? And then that would sort of solve the size issue out. You're totally right. I think Chaos do need some more stuff, and we just get drip fed, don't we? I can say that because I've got some Chaos. Like not much, like World Eaters and Death Guard. I've got quite a lot of Death Guard. Emperor's Children now, a little bit of Emperor's Children. Not my main faction, is it? But I haven't gone anywhere near Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns need a nice refresh too. Right, we're going to go for that. We'll leave that to set a little bit while we potentially work on these. So I think that will go on there. Oh, that's quite cool. Yeah, we'll attach those. Oh, does it go on to... It does. Ah, 3 contact points. Fantastic. Oh, there's a cheeky little mould line in there though. Let's delete that. Probably get away with not deleting it, but I'd rather... Oh yeah, that's definitely worth removing. Yeah, I don't have it. Oh, I don't have it nearby. Do I have it quite close though? Yeah, I do. I have it quite close. Yeah, so this often happens. This often happens. But yeah, like a Chaos Contemptor Dreadnought, like this. Is it Marigal? I can't remember. But yeah, this is quite a whopper of a Contemptor Dreadnought. It's bigger than a normal one. But yeah, if they made something like that for the Chaos Space Marines, that would be so cool, wouldn't it? In that size, or just a little bit smaller maybe, and then have that as like a Hellbrute. That would be quite cool. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a... Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, sorry about that. What am I getting? Yeah, my tripod's in the way of my chair. Yeah, might be worth like a bit of sub-assembly spraying this before you put these armor plates on and things, just to get into the grooves. But you know, it's up to you. I'll probably say something like that in the review. Yeah, and the review of this bad boy will be coming out on Friday. I have to record it today. A bit later on, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I couldn't really review like the Centurion and the Praetor at the start, you know, like start of last week, because I just didn't have the rules for them. Now that I've got that book, I can. Right, so the plan is did I? No, I probably didn't. Glued these together and then didn't clean the barrels a little bit at the join. Worth doing. What we will do is we'll glue these in place, but we'll have them pointed down a little bit, if I can. Again, you can kind of magnetize these. You put a little magnet in there and put a magnet there. It's a shame they don't just sit, but yeah, you can certainly magnetize them. Trying to get them level. That's what I did with the Leviathan anyway. I magnetized the Bolkite and the weapons. That needs to be a thicker, bigger magnet though. Yeah, it is enjoyable. Yeah, I've really enjoyed building this. We'll get another one. Right, so we said plasma right, because I want him kind of firing it. Can we move that out and in or not? No. Why can't we move it out and in? Didn't we do this a while ago? When did shoulders quite a long time ago. No, they don't really say that you can. They're not saying don't glue certain bits. So yeah, they're just going to be in one outward pose, which is a bit different to the shoulders of the other ones. Sort of kind of getting a feel of the way that this is going to fire. I think if I pose him like that, like he's firing, yeah, that will be cool. There's not really any need to glue these shoulders on. And I don't think I will, because you can remove them. Oh, can you though? Well, actually, you can, but it starts wearing and tearing on these armor plates a little bit if you do. I think I'm going to glue the shoulders in, but then if I glue the shoulders in, I can't swap them with the other one, and it means I can't swap these close combat weapons. It's not a big issue for me. I don't play that many games. These weapons aren't the game-winning weapons. They're not going to win a battle for me. It's mainly going to be these thick weapons. So I think I will glue the shoulders in, even though they're going quite nice and tight. Yeah. But movement-wise, might be worth leaving them not glued, because then I can move the weapon a little bit. So yeah, we're not going to glue them. But what we will do, because I've decided on that pose, I will put this extra pipe on, is it this side, isn't it? Yeah, that just goes like there. It's odd because you put one pipe on in a certain place based on which side the plasma, which arm you decide to use. Like, you now wouldn't put the other, well, you only get one pipe to begin with, and so you can either choose it on this side or the other side. I guess it's, I don't know why, because it would seem to be part of the function of the plasma rather than like a bar to hold on to or to remove the weapon. But yeah, we'll put the head in last, I think. And also this targeting thing needs to go on the plasma as well. Where on earth does this go? Looks like it goes on here. Such a random little piece. How does that even... Is it optional? I might just leave this off. It looks a bit... don't even know where it would go. I'm thinking maybe there. That's the only kind of place I can think it would go. The annoying thing is they don't show you, like they show you it being connected somewhere on the other side. I might just leave this off, you know. It's such a random small piece. Oh, it might go on there. Ah, I found where it goes. So it goes on the connector. Yeah, that is that is such a bizarre piece to have. All right. Fair enough. That's what works. And that's us done, really. So let's get the Terminator's instructions ready. So 1, 2, only 4 pages for the Terminators. The contents of this box set can be used to build either 1 unit of 6 models or 2 units of 3 models. Okay, legs are fine, back is fine. Yeah, they look like they go together quite well. In terms of weaponry, I think I'm going to go for 3 with disintegrators and plasma bombards, and then 3 with disintegrators and fists, with the particle shredders. I think. I need to have a look at the particle shredder rules, which are over here. Oh. Hello, Revan. How you doing? Oh, no worries. Yeah. Trazen, it's a bit of a pain, isn't it, when that happens? Let's have a look at the old. What's it called? A particle. A particle shredder. So it's like a. Oh! It's AP3. It's a flamer with AP3. Yeah, we're having them. We are definitely having them. How many points do they cost though? Come on, they've got to be in elites. 5 points for an AP3 flamer. Merry Christmas. Any model in this unit with a Saturnine disruption fist may have a particle shredder. Yeah, we're going for particle shredders. Why would you not get particle shredders for 5 points each? Wow, that's yeah, that's the sleeper weapon of the kit, I think. Right, let's. I've procrastinated enough. Let me glue this in. You know, it might be worth, if you're only getting 1, to magnetize this. If you've got the magnets, you might not have the magnets to do it. So right, so I've got to get this kind of correct. So I want him to be kind of aiming that up. Yep, I'm happy with that, the way that's gone in. Oh, every time I build some Horus Heresy plastic kits, I have to fully shift mentality into it. Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. I don't really have any issues with the Horus Heresy kits and things. I think they're fine. Right, next thing to do is sort out the hello Holly, how you doing? Right, if we can have the heavy disintegrator sort of limp. Yeah, about there would be good. It's the same plan as before. So we want it like that. If we can. It's so cool. So cool, rather than just him sat there. Like yeah, I'm a big fan. I like that. That is very cool. Maybe the plasma could be a bit lower, but if he's firing it like a bombard, then that makes sense that it's. Oh wow. Don't know how to approach putting the head in now. Literally might just like pop it in. See what happens. The Praetor, no, the Praetor's fine. It's just the cape is yeah, very tricky, and the hammer arm that I glued on worked well. It's just the fist with the plasma blaster is probably better. You building that, gluing it, and then quickly putting the cape on, so that you've got a bit of freedom, because that cable from the fist to the power plant, I guess, it is very restricted. It affects the cape. The cape is annoying because it's in two parts. It's like a butterfly kind of thing going on. And how the shoulders awful, better built as one piece and put it on. Yeah, honestly, the Praetor and the Centurion are tricky. They are tricky. If you're new to Horus Heresy and it's like your first kit, I would personally start off building just the Mark IIs, like, or even the quad platform is very straightforward. Build the Praetor and the Centurion last, or even build this Dreadnought last, because you'll have a lot of fun with it, and you'll really enjoy it. you go in there, Sonny Jim. Now the hips and the head are it needs to be kind of facing the plasma. Yeah, that works well. Happy with that. So yeah, he's aiming, he's looking with the plasma. His hips are in a good position. The disintegrator cannon is just sort of lowered while he's firing off a mortar. I'm very happy with the way that that's turned out. Yeah, that is cool. So that is the Saturnine Dreadnought. I will get a second one because yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this. No issues whatsoever. The pose came out well. Yeah. And we can now do a live size comparison with the number of Dreadnoughts. So we've just got a Word Bearer's Contemptor, why not? We've got the Leviathan as well. We've got the Telemon. So he is bigger than the Telemon. So it kind of goes like that now. I don't have a Redemptor anywhere. I've got lots of Redemptors, probably like 6 or 7, but haven't got any nearby. But Redemptor's similar size to the Leviathan. Yeah. He's missing something, isn't he? He needs one of these awesome Radphage missile pods or Phosphex bombs. Because this Leviathan has got the chest weapons, main weapon, could have a different weapon there as well. And then he's got the missiles. He just needs some missiles. Why can't they just bracket some missiles on there? I don't know, but there you go. That's the size comparison right there. Episode 4. 4 models is going to take a long time. Well, yeah, I'm going to be building the Terminators as well. Okay. Oh no, I will get the Aphian definitely. How is he compared to an Armiger? That's a good question. I've got an Armiger right here. He is similar height to an Armiger. I'd say Armiger, I'd probably say he's a little bit tall. Like these top parts of the armor plates, they are taller than his weapon. So yeah, that's how he stands next to one of those. Any other comparisons? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this Dreadnought, lovely outcome, lovely result, but he is 12 pages of instructions. So he's like the Land Raider Spartan of this box set. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the way he's turned out. They're the spare parts right here. I'll keep them to one side. If I don't drop them all over the place, which I just did drop one piece. I'm gonna have to reach down and grab that. Oh, I can see where it is. It's quite a far. Oops. I'm gonna knock the camera over. I'm not too careful. There it is. Got it. Right, let's go for these Terminators then. Where's the box? Here it is. Okay, right. Morning, not normal. How you doing? Thoughts on the Dread? Fantastic. Must buy. It's expensive, but really nice build. Good looking kit. Good looking model. Happy with that. So, Terminators. Oh yeah, we need the bases. Here's some I found earlier. We're only going to build 3 today. I'll build like 10 Mark IIs with the disintegrators at some point, like in a live stream. But then the other 3 Terminators and the other 30 Space Marines I'll build off camera. Okay, let's start off with the legs then. So 19 and 20. That's 20. Have I got some Terminators ready? Well, I guess here's a Terminator, isn't it? So we can see how big they are next to the... are they the Grave Guard? Yeah. Grave Wardens. That's it. 19. I'm just going to clip all the parts for the first 3 I need, and I'm going to build them. I'm going to build them with the disruptors and the plasma, just to give a nice comparison with the Dreadnought first of all. Should be another 19 somewhere. So the legs aren't on this. This is mainly the weapons. Yeah. Okay, well we can only get, so apparently there's 6 of those. So 19 and 20, and then 13 and 12. Let's put the 13 and 12s there, put those 2 together. And we should have another set of 13 and 12s. Would I reckon the Dread would be cool as a base for some mega Saturnine character? I don't know about that. The Dread is massive. Like it's the biggest thing in the set. I mean, I guess you could have him as a character. I mean, there are characters in Dreadnoughts, aren't there? Or character Dreadnoughts, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. But you'd have to make like the rules and things, wouldn't you? For it. Right, so then there's these pieces. So 21, 22, and 23. 21, 22, 23. So we should have another set of... These almost look like 2 sprues in one, this particular sprue. It seems like it's that duplicated, which is quite rare to have in a sprue. Normally a sprue you've got all different parts. 14, 15, 16. Okay. 16. And the same for the other side. Oh, I'm dropping loads of things today. Probably because I'm sat quite far from my table, and the reason I'm doing that is because the tripod isn't exactly playing ball. There we go. It's a bit better. That sucks. Yeah, you're gonna, as you say, you're gonna have to you are gonna have to take that up with the supplier. Yeah, this is the thing. If you buy it from Games Workshop direct, they would just send you out and you set, no questions asked really. Well, maybe some pictures, maybe, and also Element have done that for me before when I've had like extra sprues in a kit or fewer sprues in a kit. They've just sent out a whole new box. Yeah, that sucks. No issues for mine. Fingers crossed. Right, 23A. Unfortunately, because the boxes are sealed as well, you don't normally get to find that out until you've opened the boxes. And they're not going to be unsealing boxes and just checking for you, I don't think. Okay, so I'm seeing some shared aesthetics with the Dreadnought. Put weapons to one side for a moment. Do we need 5? Yeah, we will need 5 and 6. It would be cool to have some missiles on these though, like in the gap. That would have been a cool thing. We need that little piece, this thing. Probably best to take it off this sprue. Right, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 legs really. Should be enough to mix and match for these. What number? 8 and 9, yeah. 8, 9. Have we got the back panel thing? No, we haven't got this yet. I'm kind of clipping out the parts for for 2 of them, it seems. It seems like there's 2 Terminators per 1 sprue. Like, yeah, because all of these pieces will be for the other one. So what we'll do is we'll clip these sets of 2 off, and then I'll build one, compare it to the Dreadnought. But yeah, probably more parts than your typical Terminator, it seems, at least. It's just refreshing to get new Terminators after, what, is it 2 years now? 11th edition has been out. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have rather had size increases for Tartarus and Cataphractii rather than some brand new Terminators, but, you know. Maybe that keeps the interest up, releasing completely new minis rather than just plastic versions. It depends, doesn't it? Because I know that not everybody is a fan of this Saturnine stuff. But when you think about it, it's only 2 units. It's only the Dreadnought and the Terminators. Right, so that's 2 completely clipped out. We've got the feet as well. And that's pretty much it to build the body. The feet are specific to the leg poses though, so we'll concentrate on those in a moment. And then you've got the weapons. As I said, I'm going to have 3 with the plasma and the disintegrators, and then 3 with the disintegrators and the fists with the particle shredders. I will pick up another 4 in a box in the long distant future, and for those I probably will go for 3 fists with the shredders and 3 bombards. Oh, I might just go for 2 with the bombards and the shredders, and then probably another 2 with the disintegrators. Or I might just go, yeah, I probably would do that. Or I might go for 2 with plasma with the fists, and then the other 2 with dual disintegrators. Oof. I don't know. That's a lot of overload, isn't it? Having them all with heavy disintegrate, the twin disintegrators would be, they're just asking to blow themselves up. But I think it would just look cool. I am, but that also means I've got 100 and, what is a box now? 160, because you're only getting like a 15% discount. I'm still £150 up until I make that decision. See what I mean? Like, I've got that cash until and sometimes that's better to have the cash there. I'm not in any rush. And also that cash is way better to be spent on the Fellblade. I always buy things with the channel in mind. I have to. Like, I have to put the channel first rather than the collection. because if I don't have any content. It's one of those. I mean, if I was sent stuff for free and early, that would be a completely different kettle of fish. I'd be buying what I wanted. Yeah. Right, how are we getting on? An hour. We've been live streaming. I mean, I'd like to get 3 done. Hopefully. It's like I will build these 3 today, either finish them in the stream or out of the stream, and then I'll review them, and then I'll build the Mark IIs. Like I won't build the other 3 of these until I've finished the amount I need to review the Mark IIs. These are going quite well. Yeah. Please be careful with misinformation, Toby. Please. I've just now looked on Wayland. Like, there's 32 people watching. That's 32 people that will probably go and look at Wayland games. Probably hundreds of people, if they watch this stream after it's aired. Please, like, check your sources before you put a comment like that. You know, we're all aware of like fake news and things like that. It would have taken a few seconds just to go on the website and have a look. They're awaiting a reprint, which means it's not available. So yeah, that's all I ask, my friend. Like, just check before you post. A bit like think before you speak kind of thing. That's all I ask, bare minimum. I'm not asking for, you know, proof or anything like that. So yeah, usually when it says like reprint as well, just to give more information and more help, that means that they're waiting Games Workshop to make some more, which we all know it's not out of stock, or allocate that store a certain number. They may not allocate that store a certain number. So just bear that in mind as well. I don't want people to be given false hope. Like, I really try and avoid that. You know, it's so easy to make a comment for like a quick win, to try and get one over on people. But you know, yeah, I hope it comes from like if it comes from a like a genuine source, like you want to help people get miniatures and things for cheaper, then at least just check beforehand. Like, yeah, but yeah, but I've just looked now. Like, you've made your comment now, so look now, my friend. Like, you know, it's Sunday. it's popular, and also a lot of people have snapped that set up and have sold the parts in there, the sprues and things, separate, and made a bit of money. And again, that's like, they haven't, you know, people haven't bought a load of those sets because they genuinely want them and they want, you know, money off them and things. There's a lot of people that have found that they're that much, and now, because the Saturnine stuff is really separately and we know the prices, like the Dreadnought for £60, people will go and buy that set for 126 and then sell the Dreadnought for 50, and then you've only got to you know, make another 80 pounds or so out of the other things. Hey, you sell 10 Mark IIs or 20 Mark IIs for 40, you made your money back. It's just selling the Praetor and the Centurion. I think that would be the tricky one, and the rule book as well. You might end up, like, if you bought two sets for like £260 or so, then yeah, you might have a hard time selling it. But yeah, there's a lot of scalpers about and all those kind of things. But yeah, if I go on like this and have a look here, like Element Games, it's 165 on Element, and it's available, and they will ship it like the next day. So if you ordered it today, you probably wouldn't get it tomorrow, but you definitely get it like Tuesday. They're really quick on their shipping. And then if you might have some crystal codes, so you could get some more money off it. If you put the crystal code in, you're helping the channel as well, of which you're all benefiting from. So yeah, it's widely available, and I'm sure it'll come back in stock in places. So, and even if it doesn't, the thing is, there's no like unique minis in this set that you're going to miss out on if you don't get it. They're all available separately. Yeah, so there's no fear of missing out or anything like that. But these seem to be quite nice. These little Terminators. I say little. Not everyone's cup of tea, but we're at... Yeah, we'll see how the weapons go together. Yeah, it will be cool to see how these measure up next to New Cataphractii or New Tartarus. I mean, we've got a Cataphractii right there. So already that's like pretty big compared to the body of the Cataphractii. And the thing is, when they designed those Terminators, they weren't like small. They didn't design them small. They were just designed with the current sizes that were available. You know, before Primaris and things like that. Right. I think it might be best if I, clean these parts up before I put them together, and then I've got a choice of legs and things. So Right. I might do a, this gives me an idea, I might do a review of this set, comparing it to the one from 3 years ago. I can't believe it's been 3 years. Those 3 years have just flown by. Imagine what we'll have in the next 3 years. Well, I think everybody will be playing GTA 6 by the sounds of it. Or the new Battlefield, that looks good. When is that Battlefield 6 beta out? You just bought heavy weapons upgrade kit with the las cannons and autocannons. I hope they fit the Mark II armor. Won't have any problems. I think so. I think they can be used for the Mark III and 6 and the Mark II. They kind of work with the older Marks, kind of, but it's they're a bit trickier to use them with them. But yeah, I think they should be compatible. Yeah, I like how the heavy weapons squads are now support rather than actually in the heavy section. That'll free up some tanks that you could use. And also how the Leviathan's in the war engine section, I think it is, instead of heavy support. Yeah, I'm trying to make a another video, like a tier list video, sort of a tier list video. I know tier lists have been done to death, but it probably will just be a list video of of most wanted plastic Horus Heresy minis. Like, it'll be my list, but it's kind of based on a lot of things. Right, let's just glue these legs together. Oh, I didn't finish this bit. Like, I think if it was people's list, it would probably be like plastic Thunderhawk up there. Maybe like a plastic Titan. But for my list, I think I would have like Xiphon Interceptor, plastic Dreadnought drop pod, plastic Thunderhawk. Yeah, I would put that in the list. I'm essentially just going to go down like the resin minis that we have. Plastic Bombard. It's Morbius time. Some of the Sicarans, I'd have them as plastic. Storm Eagle Fire Raptor is just it's just a given at this point, isn't it? Maybe a new flyer with 2 Space Marines in. I don't know. Would they have 2 Space Marines in a flyer, or some kind of bomber? Something bigger than a Xiphon. Hello, Robert. How you doing? A plastic termite. Yes, that's definitely on the list. Good shout out. Yeah. A 40k Total War game. Yeah, that would be good. They better call it Total Warhammer, not Total War Warhammer though. They're missing a trick there, I think. That would be good. A Horus Heresy one would be fantastic too. So like you could call in a Primarch or something. You know, like we've got the Chaos Gods and things in Total War. I mean, I think that's correct, the way that that's gone in. No way. That's crazy. Wow. Absolute legend. Ah, Robert. Who's your favourite Primarch? Ooh. Good question. Depends on which novel I'm reading. That's a really good question. I like Sanguinius. I do like Sanguinius. But I also like Mortarion. That's the thing. Like, but to say I like Mortarion or Magnus would be a bit. It's almost like Mortarion really kind of resented the Emperor for what he did. You know, taking his glory and things, and overcoming an obstacle that he, you know, really wanted to overcome, and all of his hard work and effort. And you know that resentment took root and took hold of him, and you know led to things. I don't know. I liked how agreeable Horus was to begin with. but he just had lots and lots of things going on, too many things, and because he had too many things going on, he wasn't there in the moment and didn't focus on, you know, the completely obvious. And also he had some shady characters around him, uh, you know, that was his downfall. I like Vulcan. I think Vulcan's a complete legend, but a bit OP. It's just like he just won't die. Just keeps coming back. I like I like Sanguinius, how, you know, like Sanguinius would have been the embodiment of the Imperium, and he would have been the, you know, the ruler uh, after the Emperor, definitely, and it would have been glorious to have the Imperium run by Sanguinius, but it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy that he, um, you know, knew his time was up, but just not exactly when, and that led to some very heroic activities. Yeah. You know, I won't spoil too many things, obviously, but yeah, he kind of had like a face off against a couple of Titans, and that was fun. Yeah, I'm not going to go into specifics, but uh, yeah, he kind of did the things he did because even though he knew he was gonna um, yeah, die, uh, he would do these things anyway because he was certain that it wasn't his time. Um, yeah, and there's something sort of like tragic about that. Uh, it's a it's an interesting message for our lives. Like, you know, no one's getting out of here alive. Not to be morbid, but you know, so it's kind of like, you know, it will happen, but you've just got to enjoy it, and it's a gift, it really is. Uh, anyway, yeah, so I went quite deep and philosophical with the old Primarchs. I don't know. Everybody in the chat, put who your Primarch is and why. Um, will there be many people saying that Perturabo is their favourite Primarch, or Rogel Dawn? Um, I like the Lion as well, how he's depicted. I think his novel, I really enjoyed his novel, like the new one with him returning and things. Uh, you know, that I preferred that to Angron. I didn't really like Angron's model. Not model, novel. Sorry, I like Angron's model. Yeah, maybe because it's got a baby carrier in it, but um, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Um, the commissar yells, "Fix bayonets." Oh, that's a good shout. Yeah, the rhinos are good kits as well. They're a bit pricey, but they are good kits. Um, and they're a backbone to all of the other predator type kits as well. Much like the Land Raider is a backbone, and I strongly believe that the Fellblade kit that's coming out, that will be a strong backbone. I'm just happy that we're getting like the heavy bolter array, the plastic one. And in the description, they said about the laser destroyer. We've never had the plastic laser destroyer, other than in like the recent rapiers. But I'm super excited to see them. They haven't revealed what they look like. I don't know. I'm just excited about a big plastic, super heavy Space Marine tank. I mean, the closest thing we've had to that is the Land Raider Spartan. So it's quite a monumental. I mean, yeah, we've had the Kratos, but the Spartan's bigger. Would we get a plastic Mastodon? I don't know. I'd like to think so. Even if it contained like 300 parts, it would be a nicer kit to put together than the resin. I'm not saying that the resin is difficult. Well, it is difficult, but it's not like terrible. You just need to have your wits about you when you build the doors, the front doors where the melter array is. And the large resin compartments for it. I would hold off getting a Mastodon and resin again, a second one, if I knew that there was a plastic one on the horizon. No need having 3, really. Would it be better to have a single Spartan for transport or have multiple Rhinos? It really depends. Like if you've got a Death Star unit, like a group of Terminators or a Praetor, and you want that extra protection, or you're just going to deep strike your Terminators in. I think it depends. I'd probably use Land Raider Spartan for like your Praetor in Terminator armor and your Terminators, but then that's a lot of points in one model, but they're as protected as they possibly can be, rather than them just walking around the battlefield. In terms of Rhinos, I would put like standard units in Rhinos to give them a bit more protection. Even at a push, like a 5-man special weapons team, a 10-man special weapons team, though, I don't know, because I mean it's definitely preferable than walking about. But if you don't have any Terminators, I'd probably put the 10-man in a Land Raider. Doesn't have to be a Spartan. Depends how much the team would cost you, the special weapons team. Right, we can glue all these things together now. So certain legs go with certain plates, it looks like. I don't know where I'm going to start with these. So these two and these two and these two and these two. So they all can be used with each other, it seems like. But this is like 23A. And they're saying that 23A goes with 23C, which would be these. Oh wow, so you okay, so you can actually pose the legs at 3 different. Oh, that's quite cool. I like that. We'll have, oops, off it goes. We'll have that at the most extreme, I think. Which one does it say to go in? Well, I'm just going to put it there. And then this one will also be another left leg. But we'll have this one walking forward. So in my head, I'm visualizing what leg poses I'm going for. And then these, yeah, similar sort of situation. Unless it's a different notch. I think you can use any notch though. I don't think it's specific, even though they've got certain yellow nodules. I think you'll be fine. Right, that's the legs done. Let's put these together. Oh, I'm just reading some more of your comments. No, it's way better than the old 40k Rhino that has gaps in the sprue. It's definitely overpriced by now. Brick, you're currently painting some salamanders. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. Greetings from Germany. Okay, nice one. Yeah, the fell blade does look good. What kit would you not recommend because of how challenging building it is? Anything like combi resin, other than the armature, like the Moiraxes. Like these are combi resin plastic, and they're fine just because they're like resin on plastic. But typically, like a Storm Eagle or Fire Raptor, they use existing plastic kits and resin, and anything with combination, a bit like in the old days when we had metal and plastic. Those kits where it's combination of different materials are always a pain. It's better to typically have the same material. So yeah, I'm not being specific in a certain kit, but try and avoid those. Next, it would be old resin kits. Old plastic kits aren't too bad if you can, you know, sort out the gaps and you don't mind the sprues being quite empty. But the old resin kits, like a Reaver Titan, for instance, that's a tricky one. What I will say though is some of the old resin kits have had a refresh in years, and the older resin kits that I picked up, I don't think I picked up any Definitely not, haven't bought anything kind of from Forge World this year, not really. Well, other than the like sort of smaller minis like this Secutarii or whatever, or Axiarch or whatever he is. I think the new ones are fine, but even some of the older kits where they've refreshed the resin, you know, had a new mold, I've had no issues. And the beauty about those is if you do ever have any issues whatsoever, just send them a couple of pictures and they normally send you out a new kit, which is what they should do. Some of the scenery kits are disappointing. Drop pods, new drop pods, or are they now the old drop pods? I don't know. I'm losing track. They seem to be releasing drop pods all the time. Right, let's put these pieces together. How is that going to work? Okay, I see. So we're at an hour and a half at the moment of live streaming. I thought it would have rained by now. Let me just double check. I don't know, I can't hear it. If it is, then it's very quiet rain. No, I think we're escaping it so far. Oh yeah, join the Discord if you can. It's all free. If you join the Discord, you can ask loads of questions. You can post pictures of your built models, painted models. Argyle Tal is the one character you truly like. Yeah, Argyle Tal was good. Would I recommend a Razorback Rhino? They're all plastic though, aren't they? I'm pretty sure that they changed those to be plastic. Like the old ones, the old ones aren't too bad. Like if you're talking about the metal ones, they weren't too bad. The Whirlwind was a bit of a pain, and actually, the Whirlwind was. This is a bit of trivia. It was the first Warhammer model I ever experienced. One of my friends, clever guy, he had bought the Whirlwind and showed me the box and showed me what was in there and stuff. And yeah, I kind of had a bit of an interest in it. And then I bought the £10 paint set that had the 5 Space Marines in. And the rest is history, really. I bought the £10 paint set and I bought a can of spray. I think the can of spray was like £5. Yeah, we went from there. I sprayed them white, even though I painted them black, as you do, because black spray wasn't invented back then. There we are. Put these in. I think they go in that way. Yep, they do. And then this just pops onto the back. Like so. Yeah, we've got some design cues here from the Dreadnought. Very cool. Yep, just pops on there. And then we have the torso, the hips, and we've got some legs. I think the torso only goes in one way though. You can't, I don't think you can move the torso that much. Bit of a shame, but oh well. Let's build this one up. And then we'll put the feet on and we'll find some weapons. We'll go for the disintegrator and the plasma first of all. What scenery terrain kits are you not fond of building? Anything with lots of rounded shapes, really, and just any kit that has a lot of mold lines, because that plastic is just, it's not very nice to work with. It's tougher, harder plastic. The dust is awful. It's just very time consuming, and it's not like you're getting a really high detailed miniature either as the reward. I wouldn't mind it if you were, but you're not. The detail is just terrible. It almost looks smudged. That's the best way I could describe it. So yeah, just and yeah, just, are you going to be using it a lot? You know, you're not really going to be taking a lot of scenery around with you, are you? That's the other thing. So the value isn't quite there compared to actual sort of your army or your minis. Unless it's like a scenery piece that has some decent rules. Like the Void Shield Generator or something. Don't leave home without one of them. There we go. And that's another torso. So we've kind of got two. His bases are in good condition. So I've kind of got two on the way, it seems. Right, I think we need to get the feet sorted out. So 24 and 25. And then 17 and 18. I'm guessing these collar things go around the head once you put the head in. And I will just pop off for a second. Just going to grab a cup of tea, I think. 25 and 24. But that is one sprue done of the Terminators. So one sprue is 2 Terminator bodies and feet. And then the other sprue, this one, is their shoulder pads, their heads, of which you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, only 4 head options. And their weapons and their fists. But you get quite a lot on this sprue. Yeah, Plasma Bombard is literally 3 pieces. So easy to put together. I might as well just clip this one off straight away. What I'll do is I'll build one with Plasma Bombard and Disintegrator, and the other one with a Disintegrator and the Fist. How about that? And 43. Wow, they've done a good job with these plasmas, only making them 3 pieces. I'm quite impressed with that. Disintegrator's only got 2 pieces. Wow, that's a lot of detail on like one weapon just to be in 2 parts. So there's Disintegrator. We're going to try and build one of them in the same pose as the Dreadnought. That's my goal. And then the Fist will be 34, 35. 35. I mean, can they swing these fists much? Oh yeah, 36 is the disruption. The particle shredder shot, sorry. I don't know, is it like some kind of electric flamer? $29, $28. $28. $9. We're gonna have an open fist for this, so it's 30 and 31. 30. It should be on this little sprue here. Or not, it's over here. Okay. Right, 13, 31. And that's kind of the fist done, and then we've just got the arms to do, so that will go over there with those. And then we said we're going to have another Disintegrator. And then you just got the arms and the plates to go on. We'll do those after we've done the feet and we've kind of put them on the thing. You're right, George. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, let me just read some more of your chats. Sorry, thank you for all the questions and the comments. It does help a lot. Some reason you're finding the new Saturnine models look better without the massive shoulder pads. I don't know. I think it works with the Dreadnought. I think the Dreadnoughts aren't the shoulder pads aren't ridiculous for the Dreadnought. I think they're kind of in proportion, and we've had them with the Telemon. Lunar Blood, very chill stream, nice. You're building the same box using the Saturnine and 40k Minotaurs. Oh, that sounds cool. If you could send one kit to your younger self in the past, what kit would it be to make yourself marvel at Games Workshop Engineering. Warlord Titan. Yeah, Thunderhawk is my favourite kit, but the Warlord is a second. And yeah, I would marvel at that. I really would. I would have loved. I would have loved to go back to the '90s and just walk into a Games Workshop with my Warlord Titan and just just share it with everyone and just go around the country maybe and just leave it in the store for a day. Um, I don't know how the word would get out because we didn't really have social media and stuff back then. It would be word of mouth, probably. I don't know. Um, that's the only downside by going back in the past and then doing things like that is the people that your audience, the people that you're reaching to, that you're touching, I guess, in that kind of way, you would it is limited by their presence. It's not like now where you're watching the stream and hearing what I have to say, and you're witness me, witness all of these great things. You had to sort of be there in person. But yeah, it would probably be that. I'd also, oh, am I being greedy? Would I send another kit back? I'd send back Amalia Novena, definitely. The plastic Sisters Battle model, because I, to this day, still think she's the best, highest detailed plastic single character. There's so much detail on that model, 3D detailing. It's really, really good. I'll probably send that back and say, look, this is where we're gonna be. Oh yeah, I agree, George. We're now in third edition, officially in third edition, and there's still so many models that we haven't had. We did get something official from Games Workshop though. They did say that they were focusing on, some of the straightforward older kits, like the tanks and things, and they did focus on those. The kind of speed bump that they got themselves into was releasing Plastic Mechanicum and Solder Auxilia, which they definitely needed to do. But of course, that is at the detriment of Space Marines. And when you think about it, we did get a fair bit for Space Marines. We got Plastic Contemptors, Leviathans, Cerberus, Typhon, different Land Raiders, the Sicaran even. We're going to be getting the Fellblade, hopefully the variants as well. But we still need the drop pods, still need the Xiphon Interceptor. But there's a downside of releasing all of that in one go. In that it's a bit like what I guess Nike are experiencing now. It's 40 years for the Jordan brand. And they have released so many trainers this year. And let's face it, they're like 175, £200 a pop. And unfortunately, not everybody can be buying like 2 pairs of trainers every single month. And so a lot of the trainers that YouTubers and resellers are thinking will fly off shelves and stuff just aren't. They're just sitting. And that's a good thing. In a way, it's always a good thing because it allows people to pick them up that really, really want them. And it's similar. I'm using that as an analogy because it's similar to this hobby. I like it when the really cool models aren't out of stock. Like, hopefully the Fellblade won't be, because it allows everyone time to pick it up. Have the hype there for these products. but also have the supply. Yeah, that's my take on it anyway. Yeah, I promised myself a cup of tea, and I've got no biscuits, so I'm going to have to go and get a cup of tea. Schoolboy error, I know. I lucked out by not picking up any biscuits, but what can I do? Let's put my sign up. I'm just going to boil the kettle, basically, which takes like 20 seconds. Just read a few more comments before I shoot off for a sec. I'll show you the Terminators without the pads, don't worry. Is it worth buying more of these Terminators? I have the 6 already. Yeah, it is. I would say. I'm definitely going to buy more. But is there any rush? Like, do you need to buy them in the next week or two? You can get the 4 in a few months. Once you've built these 6 and painted them, like obviously I am. Based on pre-order preview, isn't you only get not only get, typically you get 3 in a box. They would sell you 3 if they could, but yeah, you get 4. You're not going to get 6 in a box. You know, six is more than the normal Terminators. Why are they going to give you 1 extra, much bigger Terminator than the standard box of 5? They just wouldn't. Yeah, it's the same for the Dreadnought as well. There's a lot of detail around there, like all the cabling and things, and you miss out on that. I'll be the coolest kid in the LGS with Warlord Titan. I don't know about that. They'd probably just think that I kit bashed it. Don't know how. Oh, obliterators sound good. Yeah, we need some new plastic obliterators, don't we? Big time. Right, yeah, I will be back. I'm just going to pop and get a cup of tea. No biscuits, though, unfortunately. Okay, I'm back. Right. Oh. Did I change that quality? Should really change that to that. There we go. All right. Wow. You've put some more comments back on here. Yeah. Put that back up there. You just found this guy. Nice one, Knight. Nice one. I'll hold off buying more Terminators for now then. I'm just itching to buy more. Have you built those 6? I mean, the thing is, I know you're itching to buy them, but sometimes it's good to wait. Like, sometimes it is actually good to hold back. And then when... The thing is, there might be something else that you're interested in, and then it's a nice feeling to add some models that you really enjoyed into that basket as like an extra. Like for me, it's jet bikes or the assault marines, or Rumpelstiltskin. No, it's yeah, because then that's like a little bonus for you, you know. And then you get them, and it's almost like you're because it's been such a while, it's like you're experiencing them for the first time again, which is a nice feeling. But hey, if you really like them and you want to get another 4, yeah, go for it. I've enjoyed building these 2 that I'm building at the moment. No doubt I'll enjoy building the Mark II Space Marines, which I will live stream, building some of those, even though it's just Space Marines. It's, you know, the most boring out of the kits. Well, maybe the quad cannon is, but I like the simplicity of that quad cannon. I don't know whether it's quite worth the 42. Like, looks wise, it is, in my opinion, but for the amount of time it takes to build and its usefulness on the battlefield, I can't quite justify spending another 40 odd pounds on it. At a discount, like if it was 30, yeah, I would get another one. New obliterators. Okay. Reminding yourself how to store them. Yeah, for me that works with Lego. Like, there's a few Lego kits I really want to get. Like, I'd love to get the ATST, but I've got the Star Destroyer, and it just sits there collecting dust. It looks lovely, and it's gorgeous. And I'm pleased to pick one up because they're no longer available, I don't think. Whereas the Millennium Falcon is, but yeah, that's what puts me off Lego. Always is where to store it. Like, you know, I'd love to have some kind of basement where I would have Warhammer and Lego, and, you know, have them all displayed and things. But yeah, this is the UK. Cellars and basements are pretty rare. Warhammer not so much, because I think I've almost at my limit of how much to store. And I can stack them as well, so I'll put multiple in one box. So Warhammer's not too bad, but yeah, Lego is for me, because I just like the big kits. The Razor Crest is the most annoying kit to kind of find a space for, though. because the footprint is huge, and it's quite a big big model. The AT-AT is fine. It's tall, but it doesn't take much of a room. The Star Destroyer, yeah, takes up a fair bit of room. You really need like a dedicated shelf or something for that. Definitely the Millennium Falcon too, but at least with the Millennium Falcon you can buy certain stands that display it at an angle. Oh yeah, back then in like second edition, there were some very unsettling miniatures. Look at the you only have to look at the Plague Guard, the Plague Marines, and the Noise Marines, and anything to do with Slanesh, Chaos Spawns. There were some unsettling miniatures. Does it fit on a Sikaran? Oh, that is a really good question, George. Let me just finish cleaning this disintegrator, and then we'll try. I don't think it does. Like, I think the turret base is too big. The diameter's too big. Right, that's that clear in the plasma, and I'll glue them straight away. Let me just go get the Sakaran. Oh. Okay. Now, here's the Sakaran. Right. Don't judge me. There's a lot of dust. Okay. So the Kratos, first of all. You got the quad. Well. I think I've just invented my new favourite tank. Does look very odd though, because it's just like nothing there. I reckon that would be all right if it was painted, like that was painted metallic or something. It looks a bit odd because it's, yeah, that doesn't have the same amount of my new dust paint scheme. But yeah, that works. I think I've got a heavy 8 anti-air tank now, and then the Sakaran. Oh, yes, it does. Wow. Okay, so now we've got a full. That's made my day, George. Thank you. It doesn't tilt upwards, which is annoying. So you can only have it kind of like that, but still, yeah, it needs to be taller, doesn't it? Like there maybe, or there, because there you can't aim it up. But I don't know. The whole point of an anti-air would have been that you could have a really nice angle. But the Kratos kind of works, yeah. That works better on the Kratos, I think. But you got to remember. Oh, hang on. There we go. It's my budget Atreus super heavy. Anyway, back to the Terminators. Thank you for that little bit of fun. Ah, yeah, Hydra. Yeah, it would look a bit like a Space Marine Hydra. Can it fit on the Rhino? Your thoughts on a Saturnine Dreadnought wearing robes and a tall wizard hat? I mean, this is an interesting mental image you give me, but you're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Horace. You're getting too many expensive ideas. Yes, yes. Right, let's glue these weapons together. Yeah, I'm sure you could kit bash this and not have this front armor panel and have an orc sat in there firing away with like a couple of missiles haphazardly attached. Rockets, should I say, not missiles. Haphazardly attached to the platform. That's another idea. So unlike the Dread, you don't get the option of having these plasma bombards with the petals open, which is a shame, but oh well, never mind. That's the plasma done. Now these toes, they are sort of on a sliding thing, so you can slide them depending on what position the foot is in. But what they want you to do first is glue these in. So I think we'll just do that now. Why not? Oh, okay, that sounds good. Playing through Space Marine 2 again makes you want Space Marine 3 to be sort of like Destiny. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I agree to some extent. Options, like there are some kits that we have like loads and loads of heads, but we don't have poses, but we have a lot of detail, and I would take poses and customization over detail, and different heads. Well, lots of different heads. I mean, there's some kits that have like 14 to 20 heads, and you could use that same plastic for more arms, for instance. Oh, that's an alright cup of tea, actually. How long have we been live streaming? 2 hours, 20 minutes. So we've got 40 minutes to go. Yeah, I should be able to build a couple of these. Now, let's have a look at these. That's not really glued in properly. Yeah, they're not the best. There's no like proper attachment points for these, so we kind of have to wing it a little bit. Right, so leg poses. So I think these two are the same, but these two are a little bit different. So is that leg forward? I just want a standard stoic pose for this particular Terminator, which I think will be this one. So we'll go for that. What kind of legs, feet do we want? So we want one of those. And then we also want that one too, I think. No, that one looks flat. Yeah. So we want flat feet. Easiest way of doing that is just having them flat already. Like so. Right, so 2 flat feet, 2 straight legs. Wow, so no plug and sockets for these. That's the straight one, yeah. Okay, we're going to glue all those together. And we're going to have these two over here and one of these. So let's glue the hips, the legs and the feet all in one go. Right. One leg, 2 leg. That needs to be the other way around. Super. Why am I getting glue on that particular area? Shouldn't be any glue on that area. Right, while we're playing about with these hips, we will glue the feet as well. So I do want like a stoic pose for this one. So he's just going to be like sort of stood there, just not really moving. while that is setting, we'll fast forward a little bit and get these arms done and the shoulder pauldrons. So 38, 39. And then 26, 27. But what is that piece? It's got to be that. 26, 27. Seven. So that's the arms, and then the shoulder pads, 55. It's a shame these shoulder pads aren't like a bit more customized, but you know, like the Dreadnought ones are. 57, 56. And then number of heads. So I think I'm going to go for, because this one doesn't have the fist, I'm going to go for the one with the little targeter type lens. Yeah, so they're the other heads that I haven't used. And that is pretty much it, just 45 and 37 to go. That is one, there's a fair few parts. But again, not really had any issues. The only issue you'll have is just posing those legs and the feet. It's the only real issue. Oh, that sounds good. Tie ratify. Yeah, not as big a project as the Dreadnought by any means. I dare say you could build all 6 quicker than the Dreadnought, especially if you kind of batch built them, like in a little assembly line. Like if I cut out all of the 6 sets of parts for these and just went for building all 6, I think you'd get them done in a few hours. Right. Yeah, there were. Yeah. Oh, on the Dreadnought. Pose-wise is more with the arms and the shoulders and the hips rather than the legs. You can't have one leg moving forward. Not really, because both of the feet are quite flat. Maybe there will be if they bring out another one, but if they bring out like a third one that has close combat weapons, like some big old drill or something, they're probably going to use this sprue. But that's fine. I'm not in need of any really dynamic looking massive dreadnoughts. I mean, I tried to make the Leviathan dynamic, but he's sort of like moving forward, isn't he? As opposed to like sprinting forward or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I cleaned that one up. Yeah, so review wise, next week, tomorrow will be the Praetorian Saturnine Terminator armor. Wednesday will be the Centurion. Friday, we'll get the Dreadnought review. And then the following Monday will be the Arachne review, Arachne Quad Accelerator Platform review. I think the Wednesday after that will be the Terminators. The Friday after that will be some Mark IIs. And then the Monday after that will be the review of the whole box set. And then I think the Wednesday will probably be comparing both the old set and the new set. I don't know. So at some point, I'd like to make a comparison video between the old Liber Astartes and the new Liber Astartes. I think that would be quite useful for people, just to see the differences in the way their armies work. I'd really like to make that video, so that might be in place of one of the new reviews. I don't know. It might be after. Yeah, probably after. Right. I mean, I think it goes on like that. I think. I'm getting flashbacks of the Praetor. Where does this end up? Wow, this is a tricky bit. I'm going to go back to the drawing board with that. I mean, it's as static as you want it to be, really. Like their one is kind of moving to the left, but the legs are in the same position. Oh yeah, if it was in resin, it would be way more dynamic. But it's like sometimes you can have it too dynamic. I don't know. Maybe it would have been cool to have it walking forward. Right, so after all that, so that's definitely the one. And then this needs to go in there, but like with a gap. Let's try this again. Okay. All right. We did it. But it's not the most I'm trying to think of a word here. seamless, maybe is the word. Straightforward. There you go, that's the word. Not the most straightforward of stages to go through. Didn't even prepare the head, did I? So I was just concentrating there for a moment. Right. Oh, I think arms next. Arms definitely before we do anything else. So we want the plasma. What? Oh, okay. It goes in different way than I thought it would. So we'll slap that on, and then we'll slap that on. So the pose I'm kind of going for is him. Oh, that's a horrible join. That is horrible join. So I want him firing like he is. The arms are just too close to the body. That's the issue we've got. Right, he's kind of firing. I'm going to put the head in now. Why not? Why not? Great. Okay. I didn't really move it that much. I'm surprised that there's no helmetless heads. I thought Space Marines love removing their helmets all the time. Maybe when they're in one of these suits of armors, it's a bit of a different story, eh? Building your Centurion and Praetor ruined your day. Yep. I barely survived. So again, we're just going to smash this. And have this in. And have his disintegrator lowered. Right, George, I think you wanted me to show you what it looked like without the top armor thing, and that's what he looks like. So that's without the top armor. Oh yeah, definitely. I totally agree with you there, Nordstrom. Totally. There's a lot of psychology behind that. Right. And these go on his little. He's got little pauldrons, I think. They just go on like that. And then we pop these on here. I'm not massively confident about this bit. Whoops. But here we are. There we go. That's me little. Don't talk to me or my son again. I think I've done an all right job. Just the hips can't really pose that well. They're both in a similar firing pose. He's firing his plasma, and so is the Dreadnought. So yeah, there you go. That's my 1-to-1, I guess. Yeah, they're pretty big. That's your normal Terminator. I say normal. I mean, you know. How about the Praetor? I don't know. Did they just find him a massive, bigger suit of Saturnine armor? Because he's like an extra foot or so bigger, isn't he? It might be a part of that rock, though, as well. Not a big fan of that gap on his fist there. I just think not much I can do about it, but it's just part of the Saturnine armor with the gaps. You know, he's got that gap running along. I don't know. It's part of the design, but it looks unfinished sometimes. Anyway, that's one of the Terminators. Yeah, we've literally got like 10 minutes left. I'll try and build what I can of this in these 10 minutes, but I did say at the start of the live stream, if it has started raining, and it looks like it has. So I'm gonna end the live stream. I'll check on the Discord after. But yeah, no articulation on the Saturnine Dread. But then again, there's not really any articulation on the Terminator hips. There is for the legs, but not for the hips. So that means you can't move the hips like to the left or right. And as you can see, that looks more static than the Dreadnought. So, you know, what Legion are you painting? Dark Angels. But thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining me. I said I would finish when it started raining because I got washing out, so I need to bring that in. Otherwise, it's pointless washing it. I don't want it to I don't want to put it on like an extra long rinse cycle outside. So yeah, but thank you so much, everyone, for joining me again. I will be live streaming next time, where I'll be building some Mark II. It might be during the week. We'll see. It might be like a random stream, random day, but hopefully you can join me. And you've enjoyed these 2 back-to-back sort of 3-hour live streams over the past 2 days. Yeah, we'll see what the pre-orders are. The preview is later on today at 6 o'clock. Remember, maybe it would be the Fell Blade, but I think we're probably going to have a break for Horus Heresy for the next 2 weeks, and then it'll be the Fell Blade and the Assault and the Siege. You never know, though. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your afternoon and your weekend. Thanks again, everyone, for all your questions and your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.